attacked by the dead, threatened by evil, chased by the unknown, terrorized by monsters.
Welcome back to the Hiding for Horrors podcast, where we review horror movies and horror franchises. I'm Mark,
I'm Elian.
and today we're reviewing Bloody New Year, released in 1987, directed by Norman J. Warren, and screenplay by Fraser Pierce. Elliot, can you give the people a plot summary?
A group of friends take refuge in an island hotel that is decorated for New Year's, but soon enough, even the walls themselves are striking out against them.
Well, here we are, our first episode of the new year. We were going to take a little break, and just right before we jump into X, I thought, why not review a horror movie that's based and set in New Year's Eve the way we did last time? Now, last year, Tawana and I did New Year's Evil, and here we are with a bloody New Year. By the time you guys are hearing this, it's January 3rd, so Happy New Year and thanks for joining us. But, Bloody New Year. It wasn't even really a New Year's Eve themed like movie. Like, it was in the middle of summer, and then it just got trapped in a haunted island that was trapped in a loophole for New Year's Eve. I didn't know what this movie was. I was so confused. I thought it was zombies, but then it became ghost, and
I'm gonna
then
t-
there was like
I'm gonna say
science involved.
I'm gonna say just one thing. I know these actors thought they were gonna be celebrities till this day. I can tell you now.
They couldn't have, not with those performances, not with that script, because
Uh,
this movie was weird. Like I couldn't follow what was going on. Okay, then I was okay. There's three couples, there's three sets. You had the one couple, you had the horny girlfriend, and the guy just did not want to fuck her, and I was just like, is he gay? Because
he was
like
definitely gay.
this lady was like, let's do it on a pool table. Let's do it over here. Let's do it over there. And he's like, behave. We had to turn on the
Mm-mm.
lights. We gotta go help Rick. I'm like, is that all you want to do for Rick? Are you just trying to help him? Like, are you trying to help him, but in another way? Because, like, why won't you have sex with this woman? I didn't understand what was going on. And then you had the other couple. That one couple I just completely forgot about. I wasn't even like I think it was whoever Carol and whoever she was with. I didn't pay any attention to them, but like Janet and Rick, like they were hot and heavy, and I was feeling it. But like this movie is weird. It started on a carnival. Like I was so confused. What about you?
All I'm gonna say is I hate you for making me watch this film. That's how we're gonna start off with. Um, just back to what you were saying, I honestly was really confused, but I just want to say I was kind of disappointed with this film. Like what we were talking about, the screenplay was terrible. The props was terrible, in my opinion. The acting was horrible. I still, like you said, I think that man is gay. Um, I really didn't know where this film was going at first because I was like, just like you said, we had like first we thought it was zombies, then it was ghosts, and then something about a science because of we'll go later on after throughout the whole episode about that part. Um, but it was just more of the fact that it was like not well thought out, if you know what I mean. It was
Yeah.
the couples did not have no chemistry. This poor American woman coming out of literally being saved by these British people, and like I'm over here like, girl, why are you
So
following them?
random.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, girl, why are
Like
you
you
following?
just
And like,
met these
oh,
people today,
it's just
and
like, come with us. It's like, okay. But the worst part of all is just like I'll talk about it later when we get to scenes because I'm like, it's so like,
but like my thing is like you just met these people today. You're this random American young woman. I mean, I guess Rick was kind of cute. I kind of could have saw the vision, but like you just
oh,
met these people.
Rick was low key
Like
cute.
yeah,
I
like
will.
I saw the vision, but like you don't know these people. If it was just Rick, I get it. Let's get on this boat. Let's get it on. But you could on a boat with him and his friends, with four other people. You don't know them. What's wrong with you? And why? You know what I would have wanted
What?
if the people who were like chasing them at the carnival were the ones who were chasing them like on the island and like killing them off one by one, and then like
Was it
a
them?
few of
Because
them
I,
had.
but
No, I wish it was. That would have been better than like some stupid time loop or the supernatural jiggermajosh that was going on. That would have
was
been
it me
better
or were
for
they
me.
recycling characters?
Actors, I believe, I yes, they were.
Because that's why I was confused. Because like, to
I
be
was pretty
fair, the
sure
beginning
one of those.
scene. That's what I'm trying to like refer to. Like the beginning scene. I thought those actors were the same people that came later on. So that's why I was like, wait, are these the same people from the carnival? Because that's where I was getting at, and I was like, wait a minute, this is not it.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been so much more better, and I do know what you mean because I feel like one of those characters I saw at the carnival was definitely like trying to kill them towards the end. So let's talk about some of the scenes in the movie that stood out, good, bad, or indifferent. For me, a scene that I don't like, not because it's bad or anything, because like it set up it set up a false plot in my head, and that's the entire opening, the entire like carnival
Oh
scene,
my god,
because I
yes.
because I was think from that scene, I was thinking this is going to be like Last House on the Left type of thing, or like any killer where like any more movie where like the group of people stumble across these like this gang or like bad group of people, and then they piss them off unknowingly, and then for the rest of the movie these people are like stalking them, attacking them, they have to like defend themselves and like fight to the death. That's what I thought I was getting based off that opening scene. I'm
That
like,
was
oh,
it.
this is perfect.
But that wasn't
This was
even the opening.
that was the carnival. Like the carnival was like they came across those guys who were trying to like who were harassing Janet, and then they chased I forgot they chased someone into the fun house. So I'm watching that and I was thinking, oh, like, oh, so this movie is gonna be about like these guys stalking them and like killing some people, and then they have to like fight to like protect themselves. So that's based off the carnival scene. That's where I thought I was going to. I thought I was getting survival horror type of deal. But then the island came and it started being all like supernatural and scientific, and I was like, oh, what the fuck was that carnival scene for then? Like, did we just go to the carnival to explain why we have some random American friend? Was that the whole
Girl,
point of the carnival? Was just to explain we have an American friend?
I guess maybe they were. I guess that was the part of the buildup where they were trying to get us to, get to know the characters on one, and on top of that, was just trying to like, associate with the characters. But I'm like,
It didn't work. It
oh,
set up.
it
It gave
really,
me
it
false
was
hope.
terrible.
It gave me
And,
false hope.
but it wasn't even just that. I was so confused with the beginning credit because even though that's the opening, there
With
was
the
still
chick
like that
with the
preview.
song,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I was like, girl, who are you?
and that song is
And then
stuck in my head, and I'm so mad.
I swear,
'Cause they're like dancing and
but
having fun, so I'm thinking, I'm like, wait, this is a horror movie? Like, why are they so?
I mean, on top of that, the soundtrack was just like it was just off. It was just very off-putting to the ear. Because I'm like, what am I listening to?
And then like a mother scene for me, I think I kind of already mentioned it, but like that one couple where like the guy just did not want to have sex with his girlfriend. Like he was ready and willing to give it up any and everywhere, no matter the situation. And he's like, I gotta go help Rick.
You know
What?
he was one of the. You know he's one of the girls. What you talking about?
I do, but like, if that's what they were hinting at, I mean, it was 1987, so I guess it could have been subliminal. But like, give me something, and I get why we had the scenes Actually, no, I don't get the movie theater scene. Was that the movie theater scene? Was that just there to show them watching an old movie because of the time loop?
No, well that too, but also I was just watching, not just watching, but I was reading a little bit of the director. He produced another film that was based on. What's it called? It was about the horny aliens.
Oh,
Goodness,
I think I've seen mention of that, but I myself have never watched it.
I haven't watched it either. I was just looking at it, and that's the reason that scene was there. But the way I saw it, I was like, they were like so mad that the movie ended. I was like, girl, what? And then it was just like, what am I looking at?
Insane. It's insane. And then the scene right before Rick dies.
Oh my god, the
Like
one where like he's right by.
he can get to freedom. They could have survived. But you see Ghost, you know Janet's dead. Why would you go back?
Oh my god. Let's talk about the how I forgot his name. He looks up and there's like one of the little zombie like
Oh my
ghosts,
God.
and he's literally killed by that. And if you look at the back, the girl is just looking at the fucking the fucking ceiling. I'm like, girl, what are you looking at? I feel free. Man.
Some of those reactions, I'm like, why aren't y'all looking where y'all supposed to be looking? And then okay, the first scene, like the first kill we saw, was that girl like yanked in the mirror by her reflection?
You know, I think that was the thing, but I'm gonna be so honest. When I was looking at it, I couldn't tell if it was her actual reflection or there was an actress on the other side of it because I was like, it looks a little off. But
Yeah,
I'm
I was
like,
like,
what is going
I'm like,
on?
did her reflection just yank her into the mirror? Because
Oh,
I was so confused by that. It was shot weird, and I did not like it. But like, did not like it, but I
yes.
did
Oh
not
my
like
God.
it. But let's talk about the kills.
Okay,
You have
go
any
for it.
kills?
The only one that was actually good was that the ending. Like they didn't even show it, but you already knew what was gonna happen because I know the directors are like just the producers as well. Didn't want to waste money on it. They were just trying to make it a cheap film. They didn't even want to put any emphasis on the kill, but they just like what's it called? They foreshadow what was gonna happen. Um, the one it's not really considered a kill in my opinion because he was a ghost. It was the pilot from the airplane accident, and like when he hits him and you could tell it the terrible makeup or not even the prop itself, it just exploded. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, the kills were kind of lackluster. I actually don't have any kills to talk about. I mean, other than Rick's kill, he kind of brought that on himself. Like, no one told you to go
That
back
was, I
in
don't know
that.
why that was so funny to me because just literally one scratch was enough. But
Yeah.
what like made me fucking laugh was how like the ghost went through the little hole, and I was like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" Some of the kills were okay, not even scary. It was just like funny. Like what's her name? Was it the American girl? I don't know them by name. Was she the one that was like trying to kill them like right by the stairs?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, and like the first kill didn't do nothing, and then the second one, she sounds like she was farting. And then the little like when he was just trying to break off her arm, you could still see the arm inside the sweater, and I was like, yeah, it's because I was like, this is so bad. It was just like, what if I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like it's not like memorable. It was just like so funny to me seeing the mistakes.
Well, let's move on to the characters. But this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. Instead of talking about the individual characters, we'll be talking about them as they are paired up into couples. Starting with Leslie and Tom. Elian, what are your thoughts?
Leslie was the horny girl, right?
Yes, she was.
I mean, she was doing what she got to do. She wanted to be horny. Let her be horny. Her man is in the closet, obviously. Um,
Very.
I don't know what to really say to be fair, because okay, just for a recall, because I'm like for me, it's the name that I'm forgetting. Leslie was not. She was doing what she got to do. She was trying to get horny with her man in this like abandoned hotel, basically. trying to warm up, trying to warm up together.
He did not want
Uh,
that.
oh, girl, he was not. He was warming up to Sputter Rick, if you know what I mean. And um, because I would. But that's all I can really say. That there's nothing really memorable about that. And wasn't her boyfriend? What was her boyfriend's name again?
Tom.
Tom. Didn't wasn't he the one that died in the pot?
Yeah.
That was an interesting kill, I will say, because I'm like, it was just like the sound of it because the pot itself was like burping, and then the blood came out of the little pipe. There was no chemistry at all with them. It was just more of like I felt like it was just a horny girl and her gay best friend. That's all I got.
What are your thoughts on Rick and Janet?
I mean, they seem like like a normal couple. They're very bonded together. I've noticed that like they're attached to the hip. I don't know if you noticed that because they were always together. I thought it was stupid for Rick to get the fuck out of the fucking boat to see Janet. I get it, that's your girl and all that, but you seen her die when she went behind that latex wall. But you know,
Honestly,
it,
like, right? And look, I get it. Like, you were about to go. You saw this woman die. You saw her die. You should be suspicious and you should be rowing the fuck away. But that's just me.
girl, that wasn't just you. That was like a majority of the people who saw this film.
I do applaud him for being like the last guy standing. That was good.
All right, I get you on that one. The person I felt bad most was for Carol. This poor American girl. She didn't know what she was doing, but she was stupid to follow these people. That's all I'm gonna say. She was dumb for
You
that.
you don't know them. Like, yes, Spud is cute, and Spud could have got it. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
it's could have gotten there.
Yeah, but like you don't know him, and you got him. If it was just Spud, I would 100% understood. But it was Spud and his four other friends. You don't know them. I'm not getting. I'm
Right.
not from this country. Why would you?
You know what? Let's just say
Okay,
ignorance of bliss. She was giving Valley Girl. Maybe she was from Cali.
probably, but I can't even. I can't even. I would. Yeah, he could hit. I would have went too. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been gone. I would have been on the boat. I can imagine Carol going, and I feel sorry for her the most because like
She did not like
she
literally.
was
She was
she
just
was being
visiting the
harassed.
country.
She was being harassed at the carnival, and then like she goes to just try to hang out with someone, and then she died. Rowing away on the boat. We thought she was safe, and then something just like busted up from the bottom and like took her. It was just like, come on, you didn't deserve
Okay,
this.
okay. Let's be honest. I know Carol could have fight those three bitches. You saw that little like what's it called?
Yeah,
You saw them like fully aligned, like they were in the cheer squad, getting themselves ready and prepped, ready to fight.
yeah,
I was like, I know Carol could have beat ass. I was like, she should have took her gun out, but I was like, oh wait, she's in Europe.
yeah. I don't know.
Well,
It was. I just feel bad for her,
I
but
swear.
we have gotten to the best part. Elion, can you please give the people the behind the scene info and facts?
All right. So behind the scenes, what I could say is that the budget is $60,000. The box office itself was unknown, actually. Some interesting facts. Warren commented negatively on the film. In one interview, he described Bloody New Year as a very terrible experience for me. In fact, it turned out to be a bloody nightmare. We had the wrong producers on that film, and they didn't know anything about horror. So the film lacks in every department, and by the end of it, my heart wasn't in it. Warren was approached by Maxine Julius to make a horror film for her and develop the plot over 7 days with the line producer Hayden Pierce. The movie was released straight to video. Damn. Bloody New Year was meant as a homage to 1950s B movies, the film being set on an island trapped in the time warp where it was always New Year's Eve, 1959. Originally, the original film was to have been set in the 1950s, but the idea was abandoned due to budget constraints. So, critic reactions: Variety, which described it as a negligible horror film, rehashing the corniest format available. Agreed. Dent Record Chronicle remarks that Bloody New Year could perhaps be best described as an episode of Scooby Doo that is sent through filter of The Shining of the Evil. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. Scooby Doo. Oh my god, Shining and The Evil Dead. Deadline Hollywood referred to the film as a new love letter to the slasher film genre. Goodbye.
Well, enough about them. What about us? Elion, do we cash or pass Bloody New Year?
Pass. Pass. I wish I could forget that film.
Well, I also agree. It wasn't a good movie. I love a good 80s campy, low budget horror. But this was low budget for low budget. Like if this was produced in America, it would have been better. But this was not. I don't even know if that's. I don't even know. I don't know if this movie could have been. Maybe it was the people. I don't know. It's just you could tell that the budget wasn't hitting, and the girls was hungry. This movie is not good. It's a hard pass. Like, I don't know. I have nothing else to say. I will never watch this movie again. I will probably forget that this movie exists.
I don't even know what movie we're talking about. I already forgot it.
So yeah, Bloody New Year, and once again, Happy New Year to all of you guys. We can't wait for you to hear all the episodes that we have planned for you guys for 2025. Thank you so much. Next week, join us as we review. Well, join us as we kick off our brand new retrospective, our first retrospective of the new year. But that's for next week. Until then, good night.
If you like this episode, please be sure to check out some from the Haddonfield Horror Cemetery, where we've covered big franchises such as Friday the 13th, Halloween, and Saw, or one-off reviews like The Blackening or Hereditary. You can follow Haddonfield Horrors on Instagram and TikTok, where the host posts updates and mini reviews. Full episodes are available on several podcasting platforms, including Spotify, as well as YouTube. If you're listening to us on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe. The Haddonfield Horrors podcast is produced by Mark Smart, Tawan Griffin, and Elian Cordova, themed by Lethal Injection, and edited by Mark Smart.
The Haddonfield Horror Podcast is a Letter to Media production.
Should we do an intro?